Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jeevanam Kavi Biriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. Sri Ramakrishna to the devotees. God made me pass through the disciplines of various paths. First according to the Purana, then according to Tantra. I also followed the disciplines of Vedas. At first I practiced sadhana in Panchavati. I made a grove of tulsi plants and used to sit inside it and meditate. A grove of tulsi plants he has made for the sake of sadhana. See, put seeds or small saplings you to bring and put, daily water it, allow it to grow with the aim of make a small place in between center to sit, a stone or something, and make a grove. Especially means how much time and energy efforts are made to create that atmosphere, create that mental state that I am comfortable with this and I can think a particular aspect of God in this presence. Now suppose we go to Himalayas, snow-clad peaks. Each peak is sitting in absolute silence. No vehicles moving about around. No people around. Each mountain clad with snow looks like Shiva sitting in deep meditation. Everything is absolute silence. Dead silence. Deafening silence. Amidst that, you can see only peaks sitting, unmoved. So, when we go to Kashi, Banaras, on the banks of Ganga, entirely different atmosphere. When we come down to Vrindavan, another way of living, another way of people. Radhe Radhe. There in Banaras, Om Namah Shivaya. In the Himalayas, you can hear Aham Brahmasmi. And slowly, as you come down to South India, getting down, you see another. As you come to each place, Maharashtra, you can see the saints, Tukaram, this, that, and all people doing their work and chanting the name of God. Singing, small, their own way of singing. Tukaram's style is there of singing. If you go to the west, Meera's place is there. Ektara, taking and moving. Right side, if you go again, Bengal, when you come down, Puri Jagannath, here, Karnataka, whole thing. And when you come to the Tamil Nadu, 9 Mars and Alvars. Whole India, if you see, up to Kanyakumari, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, the Vedic to the ultimate, a most simplest love of God. You can see, beginning like a child keeping the steps and the one entering into state of enlightenment. The whole India would see various paths, Shaktas, Shaivas, Vaishnavas, Vedanta is all Tantra. How many types of Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, Advaita. Within that, so many classes. In Bhakti itself, Vallabhacharya, each Acharya presents in a particular way, a particular aspect of God. It is so nice to hear and understand. You cannot limit God, you cannot limit God. As you move down and up the India, west to east, wherever you go, you will understand slowly, God is not limited. God is not limited. He can be everything and anything, which you can never imagine. He can be that. What people beyond the thinking capacity of man, God can present Himself. He can be Nirguna Nirakara, Saguna Sakara. And each has experience and enlightenment behind his realization. So, in Hindu culture and Indian culture, the first definition of God is don't limit God. God is limitless. Unless He is limitless, if there is a single limit, He cannot be God. God is this and not that. When someone says, then he is still in kindergarten. So he has to grow to primary, middle. This alone is real. This alone is God. When people say, oh yes, yes. We accept, we know without any restriction. Because first standard is also true. Second also, graduation also true. Post-graduation also is true. The steps to realization are, step to knowledge also, secular. It's one by one step. Steps are truth, 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 from lower truth to higher truth. Similarly, Satyena Viditam, by truth, the steps are made to the ultimate. So here we see, we break all the limitations of God, and God is limitless. God is limitless. You'll enjoy. Once you start enjoying, you want to go and see some other. I want to go and see in Gujarat how they worship, how they love. What is the path they adopt. All things will slowly come to a beautiful understanding of our own. That kind of knowledge and understanding we need now. So Sri Ramakrishna, that's why we call him Sarva Dharma Samanvaya. Sarva Dharma Sthapakastvam Sarva Dharma Swarupaka. How the Sarva Dharma Swarupaka. He bears all religions also. He doesn't have conflict with anyone. Christianity is of seeing God in this form. I want to see God in that way. He went and realized. Islam people are doing namaz in the mosque. I too want to do. I too want to realize God in that path. How? All paths, finally he says, all paths definitely lead to God. And I have passed through all. I have got through absorbing, means 100% living that life of sacrifice and dedication as an insider. To see a religion from outside, I am a Hindu, I want to see as Hindu Christianity or Islam or Buddhism or Zoroastrianism. If I want to see, it gives an entirely different picture. When I become insider, I want to be insider and know Christianity. I want to be insider of Islam and see what Islam is. Then we get the clearer view and real view. Oh, this means this means this means this. So now the universe, the world, is slowly opening its eyes, little by little, like blind man getting some glimpses to see of the external world. The world is trying to see the new aspects, interreligious understanding, lighted by Vivekananda to the world and realized by Sri Ramakrishna, and made the direct disciples to realize that reality in various paths to go. God made me pass through the disciplines of various paths, first according to Purana, then according to Tantra. I also followed the disciplines of Vedas. At first I practiced sadhana in the Panchavati. I made a grove of tulsi plants and used to sit inside it and meditate. Sometimes I cried with longing heart, Mother, Mother, or again Rama, Rama. While practicing the name of Rama, I sometimes assumed the attitude of Hanuman. Attitude, how Hanuman looked up Rama, and fixed a tail to the lower end of my backbone. I was in a God-intoxicated state. At that time, I used to put on silk robe and worship the deity. What a joy I experienced in the worship. We must have fascination for that. We must have that open-mindedness to expose our heart openly to God. No hiding, nothing. I am yours. To give ourselves totally, unconditionally forever. Then you will start experiencing that joy in worship. Otherwise, worship looks like dry something. What are they doing like? To enjoy it, you must evolve to a higher level. Because unless we get a glimpse of our divinity, we won't be able to love God and do. Devo bhutva devam yajed. Being divine, you will be able to worship divine. Even being human, you cannot worship divine. You must identify, because birds of the same feather move together, flock together. So, love is possible between similar species. Elephant cannot love dog, nor dog a cat. But dog can love dog, cat can love cat, elephant can love elephant. But you see, in this similar species cannot love each other. Like as they love among their own species, like that. Man can love man, but to love God, he must raise his existence to a higher level, where divinity is more exhibited. As the divinity increases, he becomes less interested in the world, more interested in God. Purity manifesting inside, he starts loving God alone. And whatever he loves, he sees that God in it. I love a person, I see God. I see a beggar, I want to help him. The God appears there in the, oh, my Lord is here in the form of a beggar. Let me serve. So once you start loving God, you love all beings. You cannot hurt anyone. By chance you keep your feet on an ant, you'll feel, oh, why? Why did I step on? how it is suffering. It is just like a truck running over me. What happens to me? Same thing happens when I keep my foot on a small ant. So that feelings. I practice the discipline of Tantra under the bale tree. At the time, I could see no distinction between sacred Tulsi and any other plant. The sacred and not being sacred, difference goes off. In that state, I sometimes ate the leavings of a jackal's meal. In a certain form of tantric worship, food is offered to jackals, the companion of the goddess Kali. Kali is supposed to move about in the graveyards and cremation grounds. So, also elsewhere. See, though he is all-pervading, now and then manifests to show I am the creator, I am the destroyer. In creation, she reveals herself with the child, with conception of the child and with the growth of child in the womb. Similarly, at death, she is there. With birth and death, she is there because she is all-pervading. So, in the graveyard also you can see her. In birthplace also you can see her. She is companion of the whole lifespan of a jiva's existence, because the three powers, the creative and sustaining and then the destruction, these three powers, Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya, these three states belong to Divine Mother. So wherever there is Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya, she is there in different forms. In Srishti, she is called Saraswati or Sharada. In Sthiti, she is called Vaishnavi, Lakshmi. And in the ending phase, retraction, destruction, dissolution, she takes the form of Kali. Mahalakshmi, Mahakali, Mahasaraswati. These are the three forces constantly working. They are one and the same. Because of the distinction in work, activities, they are named differently. A person, suppose he is driving, he is driver. He is managing office, he is manager. Same person can be, same power is working in different ways, in different. So, being one who is graveyards or what we call cremation grounds, the jackals move about freely there because people are afraid to go, and many food items will be offered here and then fallen. And trees, nobody takes the fruits and go away. Ripe ones falls down. Such things they go on eating. So they don't have, they freely they live. So they the offering to jackals as the companion of Divine Mother is offered there. In certain form of tantric worship, food is offered to the jackals, the companion of Goddess Kali. See, that jackals used to eat and go, what is left over, he used to eat. Food that had been exposed the whole night, the part of which might have been eaten by snakes and other creatures. Yes, I ate that stuff. Sometimes I rode on a dog and fed him with luchi. You see, these are the parts of Tantra. I rode on a dog. How that dog must have been to bear the weight of Sri Ramakrishna, and fed him with luchi. Luchi is a kind of cake-like, thin cake-like, what we put dosa and all, similar thing, deep fried. Just like puri, it will be made up of maida, luchi, and eating the part of the bread myself. I realized that the whole world was filled with God alone. When God alone is there, everything is God, a manifestation of God. What to leave, what to condemn, what to highlight, what to appreciate, adore, all is one. Like clay. Clay, you have made so many images, so many articles. Pot is there, plate is there. Everything is clay. As a clay, they are all one. One cannot have spiritual realization without destroying ignorance. So, I would assume the attitude of a tiger and devour ignorance. Ignorance. Attitude of tiger, bear and devour, destroy. How the tiger destroys its enemy or its food, devours and starts eating. Like that, ajnana is ignorance. Ignorance is destroyed. What happens? Jnana shines forth. Knowledge shines forth. Ignorance is destroyed. Knowledge comes. Light, darkness has gone, light comes. While practicing the disciplines of the Vedas, I became a sannyasi. Traditional vow, taking the vow of sannyasi. I used to lie down in the Chandani and say to Hriday, I am a sannyasi, I shall take my meals here, on the bank. Chandani is the open portico in the temple garden with steps descending to Ganges. According to the Orthodox Hindu tradition, a monk is forbidden to live in a house. Monk, he cannot live within the house. So either he has to live in the temple, in an ashrama, or on the most of the sadhus, they live without a shelter. Nature as it is, like all other animals and insects, how they live, like that they want to live. I vowed to the Divine Mother that I would kill myself if I did not see God. I said to her, "O Mother, I am a fool. Please teach me that what is contained in the Vedas, the Puranas, the Tantras, and the other scriptures." The mother said to me, "The essence of Vedanta is Brahman alone, is real, and the world is illusory. Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya." The essence of Vedanta is that Brahman alone is real and world is illusory. The Satchidananda Brahman described in the Vedas is the Satchidananda Shiva of the Tantras and Satchidananda Krishna of the Purana. The essence of the Gita is what you get by repeating the word 10 times. It is reversed into Tagi Tagi, which indicates renunciation. how beautifully they present, you see. Sri Ramakrishna is giving, opening and showing the reality to us. Because he has passed through intimately as a follower these disciplines of Tantra and main aspects of Hinduism. He has passed through. So with authority and clarity, he can give us the totally renunciation. You see, ending renunciation. Renunciation means renouncing the worldly enjoyments that bind man and make you suffering. There are many enjoyments, legitimate enjoyments, which do not bind. So to transcend the binding aspect of an object, we offer it to God. Because the matter may not change, but my attitude changes, its result changes. As is the attitude, so is the result. Jeman bhav, temni labh. So we think when I try to serve or love, we try to see the divine, or we offer it to divine. I want to eat some food now, tasty food. I want to eat. Now that it's going to bind me, it is going to create a tendency in me. Vasana it is going to create. What I will do? First I will take that to shrine, offer it systematically to God. What are the injunctions in the scriptures? I will try to absorb and offer it to divine, so that now as prasad I eat, I enjoy. Oh, God ate this. It was tasting like this. It was so nice. I appreciate everything, but with God in between. I am keeping every object for God to enjoy. Once I offer it to God, it's a binding tendency goes off. So, Sri Ramakrishna, essence of Gita. So, all things end in renunciation. Renunciation need not be giving up and running away, but transcending all the limitations, which is going to bind me. Just offering food to God is renouncing the taste for myself. I am not taking food now, I am taking prasad. I am enjoying the prasad of God now. Oh, God has taken this. He has partaken. His leavings are this. So we transcend and go beyond. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.